Hey everybody, Joe here, and today I wanted to take you through some of the pieces that I use when I'm putting together my notebooks. So a little bit of a gear walkthrough. This is basically my expanded tool set. What I use when I'm at my desk, but I do have like a smaller little kit that I keep when I'm kind of on the go. But for the most part, these are all the things that I use to do a lot of work that you've seen in the notebooks to date. I'm going to walk you through each piece, and then I would like to open a piece that I just got, which is like a little tool carrier type of thing, so that I can kind of like roll some of this stuff up and take it with me. In the past, I have been using like a large bag to carry all this stuff. I actually have it right here. This is a bag I got from Lay Wines in Toronto, and I took this pretty much everywhere I went. I have my cutting mat in there, my notebook in there. It pretty much kept everything. Little slots for pens here, which I would actually use. Interior pockets for a lot of the reference and magazines and things like that. But it wasn't exactly portable. I mean, I couldn't take it everywhere I went. I couldn't bring it to all my meetings, and traveling with it was difficult. So I decided I needed something a little smaller. So I actually went from this big thing to this little kind of pen set here. And the items that I would carry with me at all times were this Lamy pen, a whiteout marker, and originally an X-Acto knife, and a rubber pickup, which is not pictured in my larger thing. Doesn't really fit. Oh, like that. And that was pretty much it. And came in handy. Got done what I needed to get done. But for the most part, I find that when I'm really getting into it, I need a lot more tools. So let's go through some of this stuff here. This pen is a Lamy pen, and it's actually got 4 different colors in it. And when you're doing something like bullet journaling or note taking, that type of thing, it's actually perfect because, as you can see, let me just focus in on this here for you. It has 4 different colors. We have green, red, blue, and the top one is black. And you simply hold it to the color that you want. Oh my God, with the focus. Sorry people. And you click it, you hold it up to blue, and red comes out. That's not right. You should hear a little ball bearing drop. There you go. There's blue. Bearing drops. Oh, it looks like it's behind one. Red, green, and black. And of course, I use this to, there it goes with the focus again. I use this to color code. Damn it. I use this to color code a lot of the stuff that I was working on. So, different colors were for different things. Green would be for work, blue would be for personal things, red would be for to-dos, and black was for creative work. So I didn't have to carry 4 different color pens. I love this thing. Next is your average X-Acto knife, which I use in conjunction, obviously, with the cutting mat to cut out whatever it may be that I'm, working on. Here's a little piece of reference that I'm going to use later. But I just find that this Olfa is just like, it's the perfect weight. It's nice, it's retractable. I love the stainless steel. And in tandem with that, I carry extra blades and this little disposable chamber for the broken blades. This ruler is a little 6-inch ruler from Westcott, and stainless steel. It's got the cork back, so it's great. Doesn't slide around. I love this thing, and it's just great for obviously straight lines and things like that. But if you're breaking down a page and making a grid or anything, it's perfect. When I can't carry an X-Acto knife, like when I'm traveling on a plane or something like that, I use these awesome little scissors, which are perfect for cutting things out and clipping things and trimming edges, and just wonderful. Always I use, normally I use Yoo-hoo sticks, but this is something I just found at the art store at the Japanese paper place. This product is fantastic. It's your typical glue stick, the short size, but it's a little messy sometimes, a little more effective. So I've been using this tape glue mechanism. You have to buy obviously extra cartridges for it, but it's it's a fantastic little gadget, and it's very precise. There's not a lot of mess, so you don't really need a rubber pickup if you're using something like this. Yeah, it just depends on how neat and tidy you want to be. This is another type of X-Acto knife which I use sometimes when I'm traveling. It has like a ceramic blade to it. Let me see if I can get a little in-focus shot of it here. There you go. So yeah, it's quite versatile, and like I said, it's portable. You can take it on a plane, and it actually has like a nice kind of handle and grip to it. It's very, very effective, and folds up in this cute little puck. I'm not a big tape fan, but I do use tape sometimes. I know this looks like a pretty standard tool when you're dealing with things like bullet journals and things like that. I'm not a huge fan. I prefer to glue things in, and I just don't use tape the same way other people do. But when I do, I love this this little black edge tape. It's fantastic. This is a Sharpie paint marker. It's white, and a lot of times when I go over things, I'll show you specifically what pieces, but when I go over stuff, when I outline stuff, I use this. I love this. I was using a very small whiteout thing by Bic, which just actually goes on like your typical whiteout tape, but it just didn't have this. This feels more like a drawing tool, like a painting tool, and that's why I love it. And finally, I use this small mechanical pencil. Sometimes I have lead in it. In the top, though, I'll show you the other side is a pen, but inside you can store little leads, and I use this non-repro blue lead. And what I do with that is, like, if I do a base sketch and I don't want the lines to reproduce, I'm going to go over the lines in black. These blue little tips are perfect for that. Let me just open one up there. Ooh, there you go. So you can see it, and it's quite fine. It's perfect. So yeah, some people use pencil. I like to use non-repro blue. And the beauty of this device is, after you click in your pencil rather, you can pop off the end, and there's a pen, and you can do a black outline, black drawing with it. So those are all the pieces, and as you have seen, I'll just use this book for example. I love to get in really tight with the way I cut things out. This is another great example of that. These are each individual logos cut from a wrapper. So I like to get really small, really detailed. It's a meditative process for me, and any one of these tools, the scissors, the X-Acto knife, they work fine. And this stuff is all stuck in with like a typical glue stick, cylindrical glue stick. But when I want to get more accurate and more detailed, and I don't want to use a rubber pickup, I use one of these. let me just try and find something that where I've used white outline. It's a bit more of a common practice later, but yeah, there's nothing in here. I'll find a little piece where I do that. There's one in here, I believe, at the end. Yeah, so I use this piece right here to do this. So I would probably lay down some blue ink from that pen. I don't necessarily like the texture of the blue. It's too intense, so you can just go over it with one of these really lightly, and it lightens the line, and it gives a nice kind of like a, you know, painterly effect. And I use this a lot, not just for this. As you can see, I've filled in some white boxes with it just to kind of, you know, flatten the intensity of the ink there. So yeah, those are my tools that I use every single day. Trust me, you know, I used to have like, you know, tons of Sharpies that I used, and like pencil crayons and things like that. And I found that when I reduced my tool set, and when I reduced the number of things that I was using to actually create, you know, I was a lot more focused, and I honed skills and I honed techniques a lot better. So that's all to say that I just got this gift, and it is a pen roll, which was given to me by someone. It was ordered on Etsy. Haven't opened it up yet, and I'm about to open it up, and I'm going to try and, you know, move away from this little leather case here. One of the main reasons is it's getting a little haggard. Structurally, it's kind of, you know, falling apart from being carried around so much, and you know, I don't want to be limited to so few things. So I would like to increase the number of tools that I carry with me on a daily basis, and I would like a easier kind of like setup and take down. So this is a charcoal pen roll, and we're just going to open her up here. I love this black tissue paper. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Okay, so probably works the same as the notebook. Oh, cool, beautiful. Okay, so this is from, this is ordered on Etsy. It's from a company called Field and Work, or Fieldwork. You got that there? It's basically a waxed, like a waxed canvas, which is very nice. So let's just try and figure out what to put in here. Obviously, the lame, or lammy, is coming along for the ride. X-Acto knife. So I've got a little bit of bulk there, and I don't want to push out the blade when I put that in. So maybe I'll put it down here. No, I gotta pay attention to size here. Move everybody down. Ruler. This looks like it might fit the ruler. Our pencil. Nice. And extra leads could reside here. Extra blades. Oh, see, that's what I don't want to happen. I don't want to lose stuff in there. Extra blades in there. Maybe if we just tuck this in beside it. Very nice. Now, here's what I gotta decide. Are we gonna bring the glue stick, or are we gonna bring this? So, we need a way to tape things down. I'm gonna vote for the glue stick. There you have it. And Please, please, please. Yes, whiteout. So, that's everything. That's the whole kit that I use in this one little folder. And that is perfect. So I guess you just kind of fold it over. That's going to want to fold flat, I bet you. Any money. So let's do this here. Let's go like this. And like, no. I'm going to have to go like this and like this. And then we're going to have to do what we did on our notebooks, which is put in this little knot. So here's how I do that. Like this, and like that, and pull that through. And we're going to tighten that up a little bit. Perfect. And there you have it. And then what you usually do is you just yank on this, and that tightens it up. Look at that! Alright, so these pieces will reside on the desk. And I got this perfect little companion piece for the notebook. Amazing. Okay, so that's it. Those are the tools, and this is the new wrap. Awesome. Check this out on Etsy. I'll drop the address somewhere in and around here, and I will see you next weekend. Thank you.